Η ζωή είναι για να τη μοιράζεσαι.
Η Άλισον Δαμιανού με τους φίλους της βρήκαν το δικό τους τρόπο να φτιάξουν μια εντελώς διαφορετική αγορά, το Meat Market, για να μοιράζονται τις δικές τους δημιουργίες. Αν το ψάχνεις και εσύ έτσι, μπες στο swap.gr και βρες απίθανα πράγματα για να ανταλλάξεις με δικά σου. Όπου υπάρχει Νέσκαφε φραπέ, υπάρχει τρόπος.
The three focuses, attention, curation and engagement. Attention for me is a metric that needs to be explored, because previously in digital we look at things like click-through rate. Now just because you can measure a click doesn't mean you should. And the challenge that I have, or my thesis is that attention is more important because it allows you to understand broadly about other devices like dwell time, how long you actually want somebody to perhaps listen to music. So there's other metrics out there that just isn't on click-through rate. Click-through rate I think is a rubbish concept because the numbers are always so low. And the other reason why attention is going to be important moving forward in the future of advertising is that all the things you want to do that's one click away can be done in the ad. So you can have these fully immersive entertainment ads now that we couldn't have had 18 months ago. So that's the world we're talking about. And when it comes to engagement, engagement is a metric that I think is far better and stronger than, say, a like, because it's an action. A like is also an action, but it doesn't really, it's passive. The average consumer sees 1,195 ads per day. So there's a lot of noise coming at you. And what's really interesting in my mind is that curation will allow for better experiences and better way to get a summary of information. So I think the future of media will be, how do I give the context of what I want somebody to do in the device that they're looking at that time, but do it in a very human way. And today I don't think we've figured that out. I haven't had a television for about 12 years. And I think sort of passive television is rubbish. I think what we really want is active television, so the ability for me to participate in the viewing experience, which is something that's relatively new for a lot of people. But I also think the future of television is going to be on demand in a channel that I want. So I'm going to collect all of the pieces and all of the pieces of viewing that I want, like my DVR today, but even better. So I have channels of information and channels of television, and I don't think it's going to be long term. It's not going to be sitting down to watch an hour of video. I may want 15 minutes of the best of 7 2-minute videos. Because for me, we're time crunched and that's not going to go away. So broadcasting directly live is still going to be there, but I also want to participate in video that allows me to interact. So interact socially and interact with the topic and not just view a passive experience. That's the interactive into it. So television is going to be more lean forward, not lean back. And let me give you an example. Huffington Post just launched, which is a site that we own, a site called Huffington Post Live. So as a video is playing, I can actually go into the green room to see what's coming up next, and I can start getting involved in the questions before the actual show starts. And those questions can be integrated inside the show. That's where I think the future of television is going to be. So there's this beautiful makers curation culture that we have. Now I can sit down with a Canon, a $2,000 Canon camera and produce high quality, high definition video, which I wasn't able to do previously. So the quality of this makers culture is coming up. And what's really interesting about the future of media as well, in my mind, it comes down to 3 things. We really need to build liquid content. And liquid content is stuff that fuels engagement, it fuels conversation, and it fuels connections. With those 3 things, I think we can have whatever we want to do in the future of media. And I think the future of media, in my mind, is going to be lots more augmented, lots more deep video, lots more richness that we've never experienced before. But it's also going to be done by people like us, pro-ams. It's not going to have to be done by the professional community. It can be done by us, which I think is very exciting. But the people who are going to produce it is whoever's impassioned about it, because the content is now being democratized. You're able to anybody can actually produce this content because we have the tools to produce it. I think that we are a connected generation, yes, but all of this digital and all of these devices that we have are actually making us feel alone. And the real challenge for me is that although we are the connected generation, there's no doubt that we are we the connection generation? And I think that's where we're going to head in the future, is that we're going to create better connections with people based on the connected environment.